Good afternoon, James from Sky. After 3 goalless draws, do you see enough of your players and on the training field to think that might change tomorrow night? You might get the win and the goals you're looking for?
We didn't train so much, so I cannot conclude that out of the training sessions. We are playing a lot of matches, so we have to recover and another time also recover. So we have trained more or less a warming up and a little positional game, but you cannot see then the finishing touch, and so I cannot judge about that theme.
Louis Neal from Sun. Is it a growing concern now again after Saturday with another goalless draw?
I think the most important thing is that you create chances and that you finish the chances. So against Middlesbrough we have created more than enough chances to finish. Against Crystal Palace it was a concern because we don't create so much. But that was one of a few matches that we were not a better team. And that's also the reason. You have to give the credits also to Crystal Palace. And maybe it may not happen, but as you know, it happens.
How impressed have you been with Anthony Martial so far and the way he seems to be able to deal with the big occasions?
Yeah, hugely impressed. You know, it's a big step to come to this club to play, and with the expectations and you know, the standards that have been set, and with that comes the responsibility, and you know, for a young lad to come over to a new country, a new sort of culture, and doesn't speak an awful lot of the language, you know, to start like he has is incredible, really. And you know, just have to be careful and not expect too much from him, you know, because it is early days, and he's going to have ups and downs, because that's the nature of how it goes. But the signs of obviously very positive. We've all seen that. You know, he looks, when he's on the pitch, he looks a lot older than his age. So yeah, great signs for the future for him and the club.
Question to the manager. Mr. Van Gaal, your compatriots Guus Hiddink and Dick Advocaat were maybe the most successful coaches in latest Russian football history. Have you ever had some offers from, I mean, not now, maybe in the past, from Russian clubs or national team? Were close to accept them, and what do you think about current Russian football in general?
I can only say yes, but I don't think that I can say the names, because I don't think that it has to be open for you. But I have been offered a few times, but maybe at the wrong moment. But I have always put aims in my life, and I want to be a manager in certain countries, and that's why I want to be a manager in the Premier League, because of the culture of this country and also the atmosphere around the matches, and that's the same thing that I want to go to Germany and to Spain. But Russia was never on my list, I'm sorry. And of course I add something to this. I'm a coach who communicates a lot with players, with units of teams, with the team. So a lot of meetings. Then I think you have to speak the language. And then I have to learn another language. And I have learned at the school German and English, and Spain with a course. but I'm now too old to learn Russian. But it's very important that I have to communicate in the own language. That's very important for me.
Louis, David McDonald from the Daily Mirror. Can you explain why you feel Anthony Martial is currently more effective in a wide position than through the middle? And do you know his best position yet?
I think I don't have said that in not one press conference that Anthony Martial is better left or in a striker's position, because I can never say that because I'm always thinking in the team benefit and not in the benefit of one player. And I have said that I have to make always decision dependable of the game plan, dependable of the opponent, and where are the weaknesses of the opponent, and so on and so on. So it's not that I have said that he's the best position in a left winger position, but he can play in 3 positions in his eyes. And that is left striker and number 10. And he don't want to play at number 7. But I am fully convinced that he can do that also. But that's another story. And what is his best position? Now, I think that his best position maybe is the striker's position. But he has to develop himself still. He's very young. But I think it is better to develop him in the striker's position than the left winger position.
Lewis, last season we had Park Downs last year, who struggled to score goals. Wayne Rooney had his worst season for scoring goals, and this year Wayne is again struggling. Is it a personnel thing, or is it tactics that are maybe too slow getting forward, or is it your philosophy maybe not suiting attacking football at the moment?
I think it is an aspect of this team or this selection, and also an aspect of game tactics. It's not only one aspect of reasons. So it's also dependable how you shall be feed as a striker by your teammates. And of course, that's also maybe a reason. It is also a reason of the game plan. It is also a reason of the qualities of the opponent. Also a reason is the tactics of the opponents. Also a reason is the shape of the player. And also is a reason the decision that the manager makes, what is the best balance in the team. That I have already explained.
Hello, Matt Lawson from the Mail. Over the years, going back to Ajax, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, even the national team, we've seen you oversee teams that play not only successfully but expressive, entertaining football. Are you happy with the way your team's playing at the moment? Are they playing to your sort of philosophy? Are they playing football the way that you've always kind of had your teams play over the years?
We try to do that, and but I think the rhythm of the game in the Premier League is more difficult to develop that, and you can see it every week, and not only with Manchester United, also with the other teams. Everybody can win or lose from each other. So maybe it is more difficult in the Premier League. I don't know. But we are trying to do that, and we is the players, but also the manager and his staff. And you cannot separate them. So I think we are improving every day, and you can see that at the results that we have made.
Bentley's prize been left out by Holland from their international squad. That's probably a reflection of his club form. Did you expect him perhaps to struggle in his first season in England?
I have said that he is the greatest talent of his age. Maybe you remember that, but I have said he is also only 21. And that's also an age that you cannot expect consistency. and he is also in a phase of his career, and he has to adapt to many things. So I have expected this, but I'm also convinced that he is coming back and maybe stronger than before. But we have to give him time, we have to give time to Anthony Martial when he is a little bit lower in his shape, but maybe Anthony Martial shall continue with scoring goals and helping us to win the matches. But I expect also that he shall be a little bit, get how do you say it, backflow or something like that.
Little dip in form.
A dip in form is better.
Tim Richard, The Independent. Louis, before you came to Old Trafford, what kind of football did you associate with Manchester United? And is it this kind of football that you are trying to impose on the club now?
I have seen periods and tendencies in Manchester United, like in other clubs. It was not always a big theater of dreams. I'm sorry to say that, but it's logical also. So now we are making hopefully history, but it takes time. But I have said that before, so I cannot repeat myself. Otherwise, it shall be Van Gaal ask time again. No, I have said in advance how much time that is, and then still till now there is always a progress. It's always a progress, and I can remember you to the fact that you are saying defending, that is our problem. And that I said, no. The defensive organization starts with the attackers. It's the whole team. And now we are the best defenders of the Premier League, and now you are saying you cannot attack. No, it is not true. It is not true. It is only a moment in a process. And we have stood first in the Premier League. Now we have a bad period, because it's a bad period. When you don't score, it's a bad period. Because football is scoring goals. Football is not a process. Football is not creating chances. No. Football is you have to score goals, because that makes the difference. So we have to improve that, and we are busy with that. And I hope that we shall score against CSKA Moscow. But I know that it is very difficult, because they are very organized. And they shall play more defensively as Crystal Palace, for example. So it shall be very difficult. But still we try to score goals.
Louis, I hear exactly what you're saying about scoring goals. But when you say that, does that not, can you not then therefore understand why there's so much scrutiny on the player that you used to be your main goal scorer? I mean, when really used to be that man, but it doesn't seem to be anymore.
Yeah, you can discuss everything. Also about scoring of Wayne Rooney, but you can also discuss why other clubs is not scoring. But it is always Wayne Rooney, and I can imagine, because Wayne Rooney is a fantastic player, and the expectation is much higher than another player in another club. That I can imagine. But you have to give players also time to come back in a certain shape. And that is what we are doing. And I have confidence in this player. But he gives also more than only scoring goals. He's our captain. but also an example for the whole team. So that's also that he has more credits than any other player. And I have explained that to the group already 1.5 years ago. Maybe you can confirm that.
It's true, yeah.
Okay, I have said that. So I have still confidence in Wayne Rooney.
Or even when you haven't got the right results and not been playing well. How important is it when you're going through a bad period like this that they stick with you and the players and keep faith with your philosophy and the way you believe?
It's very important. This is a rhetorical question, I think. But you are right. We have now a deep dip in our results, and we have to come out of that dip, because I cannot say every week, yeah, we have to win this kind of matches. That it is not possible. So, of course, but that's why we need the support of the fans. And we have always received this support till now. But I hope, in spite of the lot of discussions, that they shall support my players, because my players have to do it. It's much more difficult to perform in the pitch than what I'm doing, coaching, and the players have to do it. So they have to support the players. But I'm very happy with that, because the fans has always done it, and I hope they shall be the 12th player tomorrow again.